Holy 2026 has already seen some of the worst happenings of Windows, and it's still January. It's still January. Hi, by the way. As you can tell, I am alive and well, and I hope to make more stuff this year if my laptop lets me. Yes, I use Windows 11, and yes, I'm going to rant a little bit about Microsoft. I am going to rant a little bit about Microsoft, as usual. So, I own an Acer Nitro V16. My dad bought it for me to use for university purposes and, of course, a little bit of light gaming. It has a Ryzen 7 8th gen and RTX 3050, 6 gigabytes, and an undisclosed amount of RAM. Have you seen the prices? Have you seen the prices recently? See, almost everything about this laptop is perfect. Almost everything. Because this laptop runs Windows. Now, usually, if I have a problem with the software, I just reinstall it fresh. I deload it, call it a day. The problems never seem to persist, and if they do, they're usually minor, but not with Windows 11. Let me take you through the 4 main problems that my laptop had. While drinking some iced tea in the process. So my first problem was by far the most interesting. I was using Tidal, the audio streaming software, to listen to some of that sweet FLAC audio. When all of a sudden my entire drive got corrupted. My assumption is that Windows freaked out and flipped a bit or something, and it was just unable to read anything else. I booted Linux to a USB. Everything was toast. That was a sad day for me. My second problem with the software came as a result of me playing a game on a gaming laptop. I don't remember what game, but it was pretty intensive. So the fans were obviously running at max speed. I don't know. It just died. I don't know what happened. My third issue was pretty similar. I remembered to use a laptop stand this time. It still died. My fourth issue bricked my motherboard. I paused Windows updates for a bit, thinking it would, pause updates for a bit. But alas, was I wrong. I went to play a game and it fried my motherboard. Anyway, the features one finds in Windows are exactly the problems. So it's literally just bloatware. It's bloatware designed to work. It's bloatware disguised as an operating system. And it's horrendous at what it's supposed to do. You pay for this software and you still get ads. Microsoft Edge is Microsoft Edge. Sluggish performance. It eats RAM for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It's a very poorly optimized system. I like to say it like this. It's an operating system, a very poorly designed one at that, which is made to entice enterprise and cult consumers. This is not only a process, but it's a feedback loop that the tech world so lovingly has a name for, and that name is enshetification. We've seen the news from a few months ago. Microsoft has been trying their damnedest to make Windows an agentic software, integrating the most useless AI on the planet to exist, Copilot, to do your tasks for you. Which would make sense if Copilot actually did the task for you. It doesn't. It does not. Which leads me to my next point. I moved my camera a little bit. I don't think, no. It's never going to be the same thing again. See, when we bought this laptop, it was advertised as an AI gaming notebook. So this, I assumed, was the AI capabilities of both my Ryzen chip and my NVIDIA chip. Well, like my NVIDIA GPU. And, if you've been living under a rock for the past few years, NVIDIA has been on their knees doing the deed for the corporate market in terms of AI. But my laptop came with a button for Copilot. This button has been the source of all my problems. Because if you know anything about me, I'm a fan of racing games. And this Copilot button is right next to my left arrow. And accidentally hitting the Copilot button, basically, I can't really say the word, so You can read that. Enough ranting. Microsoft's just been shooting themselves in the foot. So you've got their CEO, a fellow Indian man like me, blaming the consumers for the AI bubble's impending pop. Yeah, I wonder why. So many companies today have been pushing AI into everything. AI this, AI that. See, trust me, in the research field, AI is brilliant in the research field, and it could do wondrous things for you if you use it right. And in my assumption, it could also be pretty useful in the business field because I can't really comment on that, but I would assume it's really good in terms of business. But the casual users, in my most humble opinion, do not give. There's another sip. We want affordable RAM. We want affordable SSDs. We want affordable computer components. GPU prices are set to skyrocket soon, and who knows how much the prices are going to be. It could just be as bad, or I don't know, it could be even worse than the scalper situations a few years ago. Dell was the first company to come forward and admit that their users do not care about the AI features they have on their laptops and are taking a step back. How did Dell, out of all companies, figure that out first before anybody else? Dell, out of all companies. Does that make sense in your head? I don't know. As much as the initiatification is real, and Copilot is an absolutely horrendous AI to use, and henceforth nobody likes to use it. There's a lot going on in this world right now. A bit too much. You've probably also heard of OpenAI's impending doom, unless they get bought out by Microsoft and get inshitified in the feedback loop. We can't ignore the good things though. Steam's constant progress with their Linux-based SteamOS, which obviously, I like to say Microsoft is the best ad for a Linux system. SteamOS is Proton, definitely really good. They've been pushing out Proton for more and more games. More and more games are becoming more compatible to be played on the SteamOS, and obviously the Steam Deck with their new hardware coming out as well, which will all run on Linux-based systems, which is incredible. It's a huge leap. The tech world is now grosser. Wow, I almost went German. The tech world is now closer than ever, considering the RAM and SSD shortage. The AI bubble popping would be a pretty fun sight, but let's see how everything plays out. And of course, I like racing, so a little tangent to mention Forza Horizon 6, which I am really excited about, of course. That's about it. It's like 3 in the morning. I can't sleep. I can't sleep, so I just decided to open it up, put my mic in front of me, just start speaking. And just made this video to get my words out, just giving you my thoughts. So maybe if you're a tech enthusiast like me, you get my opinion. Let me end this video by saying this one quote I've seen in a lot of YouTube videos surrounding the same topic. So this one specifically, I saw it from the Salem Techsperts video, which says, I cannot sell you laptops anymore. This particular comment says, I saw something that perfectly summarizes the RAM situation. In quotation, the reason RAM prices went up 4 times is that a massive amount of not yet manufactured memory was bought with money that doesn't really exist, to be put into GPUs that haven't been made yet, to be installed in data centers that haven't been built, powered by infrastructure that may never exist to satisfy demand that isn't actually there, in order to generate profits that are mathematically impossible. Thanks for watching. I'll probably be making more videos in the future, if my laptop lets me, of course, as I said in the beginning of the video. A lot of stuff going on. One can only hope.